Yeah, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the online channel of the Commonwealth Club. Muyiwa Afolabi is my name. You're welcome to this conversation. It's a very short one, but perhaps a very important one, as it were. Now, I'm going to be sharing something with us on this video, right? Now, if what I'm going to be telling you touches you, I mean, you feel bad about it, I want to say congratulations. That means God still loves you very, very much and He's interested in you, because I promise you, thousands will be indifferent to this video, many will ignore, and perhaps some will be offended. So listen to what I have to share with you here. So it's been over 30 years that I met the Lord. I gave my life to Christ. It's been over 30 years. And believe me when I tell you this, there has never been a time when sin has been tolerated, accepted, condoned, overlooked, and widely allowed amongst believers, not unbelievers, amongst believers in today's Nigeria church. I'm talking about Nigeria today. Sin and believers today, they're 5 and 6 together. It is tolerated, it is accepted, it is condoned, it is overlooked, in fact, widely allowed and celebrated amongst believers, born again, Christians in church. Many believers are so sinful and so indifferent about it. Everything unbelievers are bold and bad enough to do, Christians, many Christians, believers today, these days, they're doing it. And even worse, with no remorse. That's the truth. Many believers today, they lie, they cheat, they steal, they gossip, they envy, they are immoral, they speak profanity, and are wicked, yet they can pray. Oh my goodness, they can pray, and they can pray in the spirit, they can speak in tongues, they can sing gospel songs, lift up holy hands. You see tears flowing down their eyes, They can do all that. They can quote scriptures with ease. There's a scripture for every situation and condition. And they do all this without any form of guilt of sin. And I'm talking about even pastors today. I'm talking about Nigeria. Sin means nothing to most believers these days. This wasn't how it was. No, this wasn't how it was. You see, a fine lady on Friday, prostitution. She'll call it hookup. She collects money for gender favors. And on Sunday, she's in church, dancing in the choir and worshiping and celebrating God. On Sunday, you're teaching Sunday school. You're a Sunday school teacher. And on Monday, you're falsifying figures and conniving with outsiders, maybe suppliers, to cheat and steal from your employer, Sunday school teacher. Oh, you're a newcomers teacher. Yeah? You take newcomers class, right? And you're also in the evangelism department, and you have many side chicks here and there. You're sleeping with them and all that, and you promise them, I'll marry you, and you're not even thinking of that yet. You just sleep with all the side chicks. And you, as a beautiful young lady, you have this elderly married man. They are used to, right, funding your very expensive and luxurious lifestyle. And you are a believer. You're speaking in tongues. You're in the choir. You're in church. You're prayerful, and you do all that. Are you the youth pastor or youth leader? And on weekends, different girls spend the night in your home, and you keep promising them you marry them after grooving at the club on Friday and smoking all kinds of things and mixing and drinking all kinds of things and dancing to all kinds of songs. Wild. On Sunday, you're the youth leader, you're the youth pastor, and you're well dressed for it. You know all the language, the Christianese, and it as well. You do all that. And your life is just a mess, sin-wise. A prayerful sister, right? In desperation for marriage, you have become a living lover with a brother you're not engaged to, with no plans to marry. You just want to be that wife material. Desperation. Just living the totally immoral life. As a believer, you're desperately interested in relocating abroad. Japa, you want to leave the country. And you have become a big-time liar. Lies is the language of Satan. And you have become a big-time liar. Your documents all carry lies. Your claims, lies. Your status, lies. Your financial income, falsified. Everything you know can perhaps work against your relocating. You lie about it. You lie about it. So you speak the language of Satan. Jesus said that the language of Satan is lies. When he's lying, he's speaking his natural language. And use lies to get yourself abroad. Then you give a testimony that God helped you. And you expect God to bless you and prosper you in a land that lies brought you through and brought you to. Believer, lying. Falsifying documents, lying against your country, lying against yourself, lying that you're not married when you are, all kinds of stuff, all a mess. Sin is everywhere today in the Nigerian church, and many pastors are not bold enough to confront or speak against this. It's either out of their greed, they want to grow their congregation to get more tithes and offering, or they're guilty because they also, their lives is full of sin. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, dear believers, brethren in the Lord. Everything God says is a sin is a sin. Simply because God said so. It is not subject to your opinion, to any feelings or debate or any condition. The fact that God has said this is a sin makes it a sin. Everything that you think, oh, it's okay, it's not, it doesn't matter, it has become popular, everybody is doing it, it doesn't harm anybody, I promise you. As long as God says that thing is a sin, it is a sin, even if everybody is doing it and endorsing it. Once it contradicts what God says it is a sin. You see, you're being moral, you're being righteous, or sinful, or living crazy. I promise you, and I assure you this, it does not affect God in any way. It doesn't in any way affect God. God remains the same. He remains God. He is not changed by your righteousness or your sinful life. No, he remains God. The integrity of who he is remains consistent regardless of your sinful life or even your righteous life. You don't live righteous to impress God. No. You live a righteous life to protect yourself and protect your destiny. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Every sin has a demon spirit connected to it. Let me say that again. Every sin has a demon spirit connected to it. To commit a sin is to give that demon spirit behind that particular sin access code into your life to mess it up completely. Remember, in the Bible, in the book of Genesis chapter 4 verse 6, God said to Cain, when Cain became envious and jealous of Abel, God said to him, right? That sin is crouching at your door, the door to your life, the door to your destiny. Sin is crouching at your door and it desires to have you, but you must rule over it. Genesis 4:6. Every time you're tempted to sin, there's a waiting demon. So that once you commit the sin, it jumps into your life and begins to mess up your life completely. Every time you sin, the demon behind that particular sin comes legitimately into your life to steal and destroy your blessings, to destroy your opportunities, to destroy your breakthroughs, to mess up your grace and totally violate your destiny. These demons, they bring stagnation, they bring retrogression, they bring failure, they bring sickness, they bring addiction, and even death. And it's not God's fault. It's your fault. God has warned you. All answered prayers. You pray to God, God answers your prayers. But the answers to those prayers are eaten up by demons and devils behind the sins you commit regularly. To worship God is to obey his instructions for your destiny to manifest. God is more interested in you fulfilling destiny and purpose in life than anything else. That's why he saved you. That's why he redeemed you. And every time you sin, you mess up God's desire and purpose for your life. It's not about crying in church about your needs. No, it's about you being able to live that life that keeps demons out of your space so that they can't eat up all the blessings that God keeps releasing into your life. God will answer your prayers. You will invite demons to come and eat up the answers to the prayers. Is that wisdom? If you want real results in your life, stop committing sin. Righteousness exalts a nation. Sin is a reproach to any people. If you're messed up, if you're struggling, if your life is a total mess, check out your life. Are you sinful? Proverbs 13:34 says it. Stop blaming witches and stop blaming your village people for all the bad things happening in your life. It's all the demons of sins that you permit to come into your life and mess things up. Watch your life and be sure that you're aligned with God's desire, which is righteousness and not a sinful life. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. I'm a teacher of the word. I'm a management consultant and the leader of the Commonwealth Club. Now listen to me. I have to say this to you. There is an era that is in place right now. It is the era of the wealth transfer, according to the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 60, where God says that the wealth of the Gentiles is coming to the saints. The time is now. Darkness has covered the land and gross darkness has covered the people. It is time for the saints to arise and shine and receive this wealth transfer. That's why God commissioned this particular movement, the Commonwealth Club, to be the recipients of the wealth transfer. But I promise you this, it is only coming to those that God has called the elect, those that have been able to combine their being reborn with the right character to manage the billions that is coming to the saints. Now listen, our mandate is to raise 100 billionaires by 2030. Now, if you have this persuasion in your spirit that you should be a part of this movement. Now, it's a non-denominational movement. It's not a church. It doesn't belong to any denomination. It's a movement of God across Nigeria and across Africa to raise billionaires, saints that are billionaires to transform things. If you have this conviction in your spirit, and God is speaking to your spirit right now that you ought to be a part of this, listen, respond to us and let us do this together. I promise you, not everybody will feel that conviction in their spirit. This opening, this divine opportunity is not for everybody. It's for the elect. So if you feel it in your spirit that God wants you to be a part of this great move of wealth transfer, all you need to do is to send via WhatsApp, right, the word wealth transfer. The word wealth transfer via WhatsApp to 0802 569 6670. Again, 0802 569 6670, and we'll share with you the details of how we operate. We have structure, we have infrastructure, we have the processing, we have the commerce, we have everything in place, and the knowledge and the presence of God. So just text Commonwealth via WhatsApp to the number I've mentioned earlier, and you can be a part of us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for paying attention. It's a pleasure to always share time with you every time here. My name is Muyiwa Afolabi. God bless you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.